Good Sunday morning. Welcome to my home. I don't think there's ever been such a bright light in here ever, but here we are, and I'm happy to be here and to really make this offering to you. I keep telling myself this is not a production, it's just my offering, and I hope you will accept it as such. Sunday morning, we're back in the studio, back doing our yoga, back together. Out of this whole event that we're all going through, yes, there is more isolation, but I also think that there's more intimacy. I really enjoyed watching the news and seeing people presenting from their kitchens and having their coffee pots in the background. So, here we are. I have my dog Liam over here, and Billy's behind the little gate over there. Two dogs are downstairs because they're barkers. So if anybody knocks on my door, I'm going to have Meg sweep through here and deal with a barking dog. But, here we are. And I hope you all have your dogs around you. On that note, find yourself in a seated position. So you want to find any seat that's comfortable for you. I like my feet crossed in front of me. Some of you might want one leg out, two legs out, or you can bring the soles of your feet together. And sometimes if they're quite a ways out, that can be very comfortable if a seated position isn't working for you. And that is true for the entire practice, letting your body be your best guide, letting your breath be your best guide, keeping your breath soft and sweet and even, not strained or stressed. And the same is true with the body, keeping a discomfort and pain out of the body, finding an edge, going a little deeper, finding a little more expansion is always fine, but you just don't want to stress yourself, especially if we haven't been moving a lot lately. So anyway, I'm seated up on a folded blanket. Ta-da! So you might just tuck that underneath you. I also have a block here. You might like a block or a book or something if you like to bring the earth a little closer. Let's anchor into the sits bones. Take a deep breath in through the nose, open up that spinal channel, and when you exhale, let that breath go from top to bottom, navel back to the spine. So a few breaths like that. Let's breathe together in through the nose. And just sigh it out gently. Let's do that again. Breathe in and let it go. On this in-breath, you might like to bring the shoulders up around the ears and pull them down back behind you, finding a little opening in the shoulders and across the front and through the back. Beautiful. Just let your hands rest on your thighs. Let the weight sink down, feel it in the elbows and then dispersing out through the fingertips. Just this beautiful surrender that's starting even now. And just bring that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. I have a short reading for you. This is from Falling Awake, Jon Kabat-Zinn, book I've been reading lately. This is called Tasting Mindfulness. Have you ever had the experience of stopping so completely, of being in your body so completely, of being in your life so completely, that what you knew and what you didn't know, that what had been and what was yet to come, and the way things are right now, no longer held even the slightest hint of anxiety or discord? It would be a moment of complete presence. beyond striving, beyond more mere acceptance, beyond the desire to escape or fix anything, or to plunge ahead, a moment of pure being, no longer in time, a moment of pure seeing, pure feeling, a moment in which life simply is, and that isness grabs you by all your senses, all your memories, by your very genes, by your loves, and welcomes you home. Let's take a deep breath in together and let it go. And then a collective breath in. Nice, opening up the lungs, opening up the ribs, and a collective sigh out through the mouth. Hands come into heart center. Welcome one another to our practice. Feel the energy that connects us here. Feel all of us together, connected, not isolated, but bound together by something deeper than physical space. And as you feel that love coming back to you from others, embrace that wholly within yourself and welcome yourself to your practice. Welcome yourself to your mat. Welcome yourself to your breath, to your body, to this moment, to finding a moment that feels so pure, so peaceful, so honest. When you inhale, take the arms out to the side. And when you exhale, wrap the right arm over the left. Reach the fingertips back behind you, maybe even clasping into the shoulder blade. Bow the head, embrace yourself. And when you inhale, begin to peel the arms up as though you were taking off a t-shirt or a flower blossoming. And let those arms just unfold and come out wide. And then bring left arm over right, bow the head, give yourself an embrace. And open up again. Feel the emergence, reaching. Exhaling, arms are wide. Bring the right arm over the left. Find that embrace. Bow the head. Lift. Almost coming out of a cocoon, a beautiful metamorphosis. Arms go wide, left arm over right, bow the head, come inside, burrow in, and then feel the opening. And bring the hands back into the heart center. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands gently to the thighs. Just begin some gentle body circles here as though the crown of the head were drawing a circle on your ceiling. Moving one direction, spooling golden light around the body, and when you change direction, silver light, until you are completely encased in a beautiful chrysalis of light. Change directions anytime. Begin to soften the shoulders. Let the sides of the body have a little bit more fluidity. The elbows, perhaps the neck softens slightly. Soften the face. A few more rounds here with your breath. Then begin to let those circles get smaller and smaller and smaller. Tiny little circles, finally just dissolving into stillness. And remain here and feel that flow still within the body, that organic flow, the pulsation of our creation. And just feel that as you sit in stillness, one with both. Just come home to this moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nowhere you have to be, nothing to accomplish, no striving, no plunging, no moving forward, just being here. Breathe in through the nose, gently sigh it out. And on your next in-breath, let the arms go wide, bring them up over the head, and exhale, draw that energy into the heart center. Do that again, breathing in, bring the arms up, reach up, gaze up. Bring the hands all the way through the midline, making connection with the earth and transitioning to tabletop pose. Now, if you've been sitting on a blanket, you might like to just keep that blanket underneath you. Bring your knees onto the blanket. Let the fingertips go wide against the earth, the wrists and the elbows under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. And feel a little bit of toning in the belly. Feel yourself grounded, rooting, and rising even here. We'll bring some movement to the spine through cow and cat pose. As we inhale, the belly dips, the tailbone comes towards the sky, the sternum lifts, the throat opens without cranking the neck. And when you exhale, chin to the chest, rainbow the spine, tailbone sinks. Let the abdominal muscles lift the belly towards the spine, opening the back. Inhale, sweep back through, find your cow pose. Exhale, find your cat pose. One more round through this structure of cow and cat. And then you are free to stay within this structure of cow and cat, just feeling the body opening, or bring yourself to some more organic motions, perhaps starting with letting the hips sway back and forth over the heels. And then as you rise up, finding a crescent stretch, looking over the shoulder at the hip, sweeping back through. And then begin to just let yourself dissolve in this river of the breath and the body moving together. And you can just dissolve and abandon yourself, getting a little lost to get a little found, feeling the river of the body, the river of the breath, letting go of any feelings of judgment, of a way that it's supposed to look or feel. Just feel how it feels. Perhaps softening the shoulders and the elbows and the side body, finding a freedom of movement. Just let yourself find this. Release some of the tension that may have built up during these days of being not as active as we may have been previously. Just start to let the body unfold and begin to open. Keep the breath moving. A few more breaths here. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, soften the side body. And then begin to come to stillness, tabletop. Let the knees go to the outside edges of the mat, toes meet behind you. Coming into child's pose, folding the hips back towards the heels, letting the hips sink, letting the heart melt down towards the mat, stretching the fingertips forward perhaps, letting the forehead come to the mat, stacked fists, stacked palms. It may be more comfortable for you to be on forearms with the knees closer together and let the head come to the mat or stacked palms or fists. Find what's working for you here and come into a sanctuary of yourself, up close and personal with your breath. There's nothing else to pay attention to here. One with the body, one with the breath. A sense of coming home. And as you breathe here, you might feel yourself going even deeper than breath and body, connecting with something that is of your essence, a deeper truth, a deeper knowing, a desire. And this can come to you as a feeling or a sensation or an energy. You might want to name it if that helps you, but it can just be a feeling. It can just be what's existing in this moment of time for you right now. And you can send that forward into your day, into your life, setting it as an intention if you like. You might also want to send some love and some strength to someone that you know who could use that right now. Perhaps people that you share your space with. Just a community, a communal intention for love and forgiveness and benevolence and everything that we need right now. Whatever it is that bubbles up for you, let it reveal itself. Be honest with it. Welcome it. Let it in. Deep breath in and let that breath go. On your next in-breath, the body begins to come back up towards tabletop. Might want to take the blanket out from underneath you if that was giving you some padding for the knees. We'll be preparing for downward facing dog. So the hands can come out farther than the shoulders, and tabletop, they were right underneath. Walk them out a little bit. Curl the toes under behind you. And set the hips back towards the heels. And when you do that, you'll feel engagement of muscle to bone in the arms. It's a nice energy coming up from the earth. So pressing back and then just lifting the knees and then sending the hips up high and the knees begin to unfold, but keep them soft. Let the heart melt back towards the thighs. Let the shoulders feel as though they're traveling up towards the sits bones. Yeah, so pressing into the earth and lengthening the spine, tailbone to crown of head. Little movement here if you'd like. You can stay in stillness or you can begin to alternately press the heels down to the earth, lengthening one leg and then the other, and doing this with the rhythm of the breath, letting this be the place in your practice where you really honor the natural rhythm that comes from inside of you. And let that be your best teacher and your best guide. So if for you being in tabletop is more comfortable than being in downward facing dog, that's beautiful too. So a couple more breaths and then we'll all meet in down dog. In stillness, let's find that now. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. And on your next inhale, look up between the thumbs. And when you exhale, walk the feet up to the top of the mat. We'll stay in a deep ragdoll fold here. Hips are about hip width, or feet about hip width distance apart. I encourage you to bring the elbows to the tops of just above the kneecaps, and give yourself a little support as you begin to lengthen the spine. Let the neck be long and the head heavy, and just let gravity have its way with you. Surrender into the earth. Feel your feet rooted into the earth. Feel your head giving way to that gravity. If you'd like a little bit more, once that spine has stretched out a little bit, go ahead and release the elbows. Take the hands around the elbows. Really let the weight of the arms and the shoulders take you down to the earth. There's no need to sway here, especially if you have a low back that gives you any trouble. But if you usually do, or you like to do that, go ahead and sway a little bit. We're just lengthening the spine, just letting some stuff just sort of hang and drip off. Just let go in this. It's a beautiful surrender. Let's drop fingertips beside the earth. Going to roll up to standing. Imagine an 8 count. I may catch up with that at some point. But let your hands drag on the outside edges of the legs and just begin to unfold. Again, this feeling of emergence. Let's call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head comes up last, shoulders fall down the back, and just let the palms sort of shine to the front of the room. Feel the feet rooted into the earth, slight engagement of muscle to bone in the legs. The knees are slightly soft, not locked out. Little softness there. Bring the energy up and tone the low belly as you drop the tailbone to the earth. Let that energy rise up and lift the heart center. And let the face be soft, as soft and smooth as if it were a piece of silk and there was a gentle wind just floating across. So this feeling of rooting of the earth underneath you and this energy rising up through the body, aligned ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, Tadasana, mountain pose. Breath here and let it go. Sweep the arms up over the head, reach up, gaze up, exhale, bring the hands into the heart center. Deep breath in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take that prayer through the midline, folding forward, knees can soften, neck is long. Come into a halfway lift, lengthening the backs of the legs, the spine, tailbone to crown of head. Hands need a place to rest, behind the thighs, above the knees, on the shins, on the earth perhaps, but not just hanging. Little energy here. I call this pose buoyant and bright. Exhale, release and let it go. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, bring hands into the heart center. Take a breath in and just let that breath go. Going to do that one more time. Take a breath in, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold and flow. Inhale to that halfway lift. The shoulders away from the ears, the belly in. Exhale, let that go. Inhale, root to rise. And the hands come back into the heart center. This modified flow is what we'll do between our sequences. And right now we'll build on for a traditional, kind of traditional, simple Surya Namaskar A. So let's bring the arms up over the head with a big breath in. Exhale, fold and flow. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, soften the knees, bring the hands to the mat, step both legs back for a plank pose. So the body's in one long straight line. If you're up like this, try to bring the Body in one long line from the heels to the crown of the head. Knees can come down, but you're still in that long line, not in tabletop. Okay, let's hold here for a moment and feel our strength. And build a little fire in the belly. Bring some of the energy up from the bottoms of the feet, engaging muscle to bone. Feel the same thing through the hands. Feel yourself completely strong. Feel all the energy moving in you and your complete stillness. Something to notice. Stay here a couple more breaths. Knees can come down. Run away from it. Take a breath in. Keep the elbows close to the body. Bring the knees to the mat and lower the heart to the earth. Pelvis into the earth, tops of the feet into the earth, elbows to the ribs. Inhale and lift the heart. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, lower the heart. Curl the toes. Press back through tabletop. Find a lengthening crouch towards the back. And spring through the ball mounds of the feet. Downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel the body waking up. Breath in, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Come into a halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, pull energy up. Exhale into the heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a breath in, sweep the arms up. Same thing, flowing in your river. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. This time, let the exhale take you all the way down, elbows close to the ribs. Uncurl the toes, lift the heart. Exhale, lower, curl the toes. Come to downward facing dog, however you like to get there. Deep breath in, long sigh out. A nice awakening of the body, a calming of the mind, an opening of the heart, finding some space inside. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, walk to the top. Come into a halfway lift when you get there. Fold on your exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the hands into the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, shine the palms forward. Come into Tadasana. Again, feeling the rooting and rising, the energy in the body. Feel that flow still moving within you. You stand in mountain pose with a river just running inside the body. All this beautiful energy. We balance that energy and we open to that energy with our practice. No rush. Deep breath in. Let it go. I'm going to turn this way so that you can see me better on this side. Let's bring the hands to the hips, yogis. We're going to root down into the right foot. We'll be stepping back for our warrior poses. So rooting into that right foot and bringing the weight up into that right foot as we lift the left foot. Send that left leg to the back of your mat. The whole sole of the foot comes in contact with the mat. Back leg is straight and strong. The front toes are straight ahead, the knee right over the ankle. It can be not over the ankle towards the back of the body, but not extending out in front. So over the ankle is what we're kind of striving for. Bring the heart and the hips forward, tailbone down, belly in, ears, shoulders, hips, that feeling of Tadasana here. And then inhale and lift the arms up. And when you exhale, bring the arms into cactus pose and lift the heart and lift the gaze. Just open that beautiful heart. Exhale, bring the hands into heart center, gaze is forward. Keep the gaze forward and open to warrior two. Hips and shoulders will open up to the side, arms open up front to back. Front foot, you might heel toe once or twice towards the middle of your mat, and the back foot might move back, giving you more space between the feet for a little bit deeper lunge. The gaze goes right over the middle finger. Notice if you're energetically reaching or if you're physically reaching. If you're physically reaching, bring the shoulders under the ears, shoulders, hips alignment once again. Roll the front palm to the ceiling, reverse your warrior. Left hand back of the left leg, right arm reaching high. Open up, breathing in between the ribs, opening the side body. Feel that flow of energy. Exhale, bring the arms back to two. Gaze is forward, hands come into the heart center. Let's step the feet together at the top of the mat. Beautiful. Deep breath in, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, arms come up. Exhale into the heart center. Just take a breath or two here, integrating, bringing all your energy back together, noticing the body, noticing the mind, the breath. Bring hands back to the hips, rooting down into the left foot this time. Peel the right foot up off the mat. New balance point here. Send that right leg to the back of the mat. Whole sole of the foot anchors into the mat. Back leg is straight and strong. Knee over the ankle. Knee or toes straight ahead and the knee in the middle of the foot. If it caves to the inside of the mat, just energetically guide it back. Let's lift the arms and exhale. Find cactus and lift the heart. Just exalt the heart. Just breathe here. Feeling the energy. Exhale, bring the arms back to heart center. And then open up to warrior two. Hips and shoulders to the side. Front foot comes over once or twice. Back foot moves back. Reach through the fingertips. Beautiful expanse, beautiful stability. Reverse the palm, reverse your warrior. Open up. Find some lengthening, find some opening. Spark through the fingertips. Deep breath in, let it go. Bring the arms back to warrior two. Gaze is forward. Hands come into the heart. Keep the gaze forward. So we're stepping around the gaze. Just bring those feet together. Beautiful. Deep breath in, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathing in. Folding on the exhale. Root to rise, bring the energy up. Exhale, pull that all into the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shine the palms forward, Tadasana. Standing here, noticing the flow in the body. Stillness, rooted, rising, stable, energetic, pulse and flow. Fully alive, fully alive. Noticing and honoring. Just being at home with yourself, with your body, with your breath. Sweep the arms up over the head. Exhale, bring hands into heart center. Breath in and place the hands against the hips one more time. Root down, I'm going to turn this way, root down into the right foot once again. I'm going to practice a little balancing pose here. So just lift that left knee up into a stair step balance. And you might be able to stay here indefinitely, and your foot may go up and down, up and down. It doesn't matter. Just find that new balance point. Honor the wobbling, honor the instability. Notice what we go through to bring ourselves back to a place of balance, of harmony. Yeah. And let's set that foot down. Let's do that on the other side. Root down into the left foot. Right foot rises. Stair step it up. Not locking out the standing leg. Beautiful focus. Exhale, set it down. Shake out the hands, shake out the feet a little bit. And then bring yourself back. Nice, rooted, rising. Let's bring the weight into the right foot. We'll lift the left foot. Going to set it back behind us for warrior one once again. And if you'd like, you can take this as though you're moving through honey in slow motion, letting the heart stay high and the gaze stay high as the leg moves back behind you. You may be in warrior one right now. That's fine. We're all going to meet there with hands on the hips. Once your feet are both on the earth, anchor your pose. Don't move too quickly. Find your foundation. Yeah, set your pose. Bring the heart and the hips forward. Let's inhale and bring the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, just let yourself flow as though there were a big wave underneath you, and let it lift you here. And exhale, ride that wave. And just keep moving with your breath. Feel free to sigh it out. One more time. This time when the arms come to the top, open up and find your warrior two. Shift the back foot back slightly, front foot over, and just find your sweet spot right here. Stillness. Now take the left hand and sweep across the horizon and circle that behind the head, and then trace the fingertips back behind you. Inhale, take it across. Exhale, let it wind around. Inhale, take it across. One more time, let it wind around. Inhale, take it across. This time, let it set all the way back to reverse. Left hand to the back of the left leg, and the right arm rising, and the right side body opening. And just breathe here, feeling the extension, the stability. Taking this into side angle, all the length on the right side is going with you. And let that left or right elbow just gently kiss the top of the right knee. Left arm rises, open side body. Arm can be up over the head, or maybe take those fingertips towards the front of the room and the biceps staying over the ears. Inhale and rise up. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. All 10 toes come to the front. Well, actually to the side, I guess. You know where you are. The heel's a little bit wider than the toes. And we're going to open up to a straddle forward fold. So let that heart exalt and be ready to just release and let go, hinging from the hips, folding forward. This might be a great place for a block or a crunched up blanket if you want to bring the earth a little closer to you. Hands can come around the ankles, under the heart. See if we can find a little length in the spine. Just letting the head just melt towards the earth. Little softness in the knees if that feels good. Press in through the soles of the feet and feel the energy rise up the legs. If you focus there, you can really feel that. Shoulders are soft. All the muscles in the face are soft. Just breathe in and breathe out. Give yourself a moment here of just surrender, of just letting go. A little softness in the knees. And we're going to come to a halfway lift. And then let yourself rise all the way up. We'll find star pose. Yes, this feels so good. You let all that stuff go. And now just radiate and shine. Shine your light. Shine it for the people who are around you. Shine it for the people who are going through so much right now. Keep it shining bright. Light someone else's candle with yours if they need a little replenishing. Bring the hands into the heart, seal that energy in. And a smooth opening to warrior two. Toes in the front will open up towards the front, arms open up. Notice extension, fingertip to fingertip. Beautiful open heart, focused but soft gaze. Hands come into the heart center and step the feet together at the top of your mat. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms up over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Let it go, dissolving, letting go. Inhale, rising with the breath. And then bringing the hands into the heart. Breath in and breath out. Bring the hands onto the hips once again. Bring the feet, to meet underneath you. I lost my, whatchamacallit there. Okay. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Bring the hands onto the hips. We're going to root down into the left foot and peel the right foot up off the mat. And again, you can take this slow step back through honey, finding an airplane pose. Keep the heart high, keep the gaze high, just moving in slow motion, bending into the front leg, letting the back foot find the earth. And then find your footing here. Don't move too fast. Find your stability, find your footing. Back toes are angled, about 45 degrees. Front toes are straight ahead, knee over the ankle. Hips and shoulders come forward. Press some energy into that back foot. Feel that energy rise up and brighten up the backside body. Yeah. Deep breath in, sweep arms up. Exhale. Flow with the wave. Inhale, rise. Feel free to sigh that breath out. One more. Rising up and opening up to warrior two, shifting the feet. Back foot moves back, front foot moves over. Tadasana, ears, shoulders, hips, not reaching this way, but reaching energetically. Beautiful. Right hand across the horizon, let it loop, trace it back. Take it across. circle, extend. Take it across, circle, extend. Take it across, circle. Let it drift to the back leg. Open up the left side body for peaceful warrior. Breathe in and breathe out. Taking the length on the left side with you as you come into side angle, gentle drifting, a gentle opening. And once you're there, then enhance this, deepening breath, sparking through fingertips, connecting that right foot to the earth and bringing the energy up from the foot all the way through the fingertips. And the spine is long, tailbone to crown of head, just noticing all of this. Inhale, bring the arms back to warrior two, stillness. Inhale, all 10 toes to the side. Again, heels are a little wider than toes. Bring hands to heart center, find steeple mudra. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take all that energy forward. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, soften. Perhaps clasping hands behind you, maybe just leaving them at the low back. Lengthening the arms, perhaps lifting the heart. And then hinging from the hips, surrendering once again. Straddle forward, fold. Hands can release to a block to the earth, or you might release the hands from the low back and let them lift up over the head, finding a beautiful opening across the shoulders. Couple of breaths here. Release hands to the earth if they're not already there. Widen the toes, wider than the heels. I don't care what side you start on, but we are taking lateral movements here, bending into one leg, extending the opposite, walking back across. Now this is going to look different, whoever you are. So you can walk the hands across. Maybe that's too low for you. Just do this. Just lengthen the opposite legs. Maybe you want to come all the way down, lift those toes and linger here, taking it across. We're going to take 5 more breath cycles here. So find what you like. Maybe I like to be an animal. Find a feeling like flowing like a fish or walking across like a cat. Whatever it is, just let yourself find a little playfulness. Be a little playful. Let go of anything that has been keeping you in serious mode. Oh, yeah. Feel out the body. That's it. We'll meet in center, in stillness, with those toes still wide. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the tops of the thighs, and come up into this sumo asana. So you can actually lock out the elbows here. It's a really strong and stable pose. So feel that stability. Just go with that. Feel that. Something very strong here. We're going to do some spinal twisting. So inhale and drop the left shoulder and look up over the right. And inhale back to the center. And exhale, find that twist on the other side. And once again, with your breath. This is you in your practice. So how low you want to go, how long you want to linger. Whatever is feeling good to you right now. Breathing to center and exhaling to twist. Wringing something out, releasing tension that's been held in the body. My back's going pop, pop. Feels really good. One more. Let's see if we can finish on the opposite side from where we started. And then in stillness in center. Now, I'm assuming that we're all with people that we can breathe on. If you're not, for some reason, then don't do lion's breath, but that's where we're going. So lion's breath is a deep breath in through the nose, and then when you exhale, it's a like that. Okay, here we go. Deep breath in. Do it again. Let something go. And just breathe normally here for a sec. Lots of ways to move energy in the body. Let's come on up and find that primal star pose. The fingers are wide. Again, very rooted, kind of fierce. Connect with that energy. Open, fearless. Take the arms out wide. If you want to straighten the legs here a little bit, if this is getting to be a bit much for you, just do what you need to do. But bring the right arm over the left and dip the head once again. And then come out and emerge and open. And bring the left arm over and bow and lift and open. And just feel what this feels like to you. Left arm over. Take it up. And bring the hands into the heart and seal that energy in. And then opening to warrior two. Finding the stability, finding the focus, finding the stillness, finding the warrior qualities. For me, it's courage, it's curiosity, and it's compassion. Those three things. Bring hands into the heart. Step the feet together at the top of the mat. Deep breath in, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Let's do a full flow here. Place the hands on the mat. Step the feet back. You can go right to down dog or be in plank pose and bring yourself down. Tops of the feet to the mat, elbows close, lifting the heart. Exhale. And find downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the knees wide. Let's find child's pose. Bring the toes behind you. Sink the hips back and down over the heels. Let the heart melt to the earth. Forehead comes to the mat. Fingertips can be extended. You can be on the forearms if you like. You can bring the hands into a prayer position. It can feel quite lovely here, bringing this into a pranam. So the forehead on the earth and the hands in prayer. And beautiful settling and honoring. Connecting to self. Let's inhale, bring the palms to the earth, let the hips come back up so we're in tabletop. And we're going to lift the right arm high. And when you exhale, sweep it underneath the left. Bring the shoulder to the mat, the right side of the head to the mat. The left fingertips can reach forward, they can snake back around, or you can just tent them on the earth, giving yourself a little bit of support. So again, just breathing here, letting go, letting the body open, letting the breath settle, letting the body settle. Coming into the more yin part of our practice where everything comes back in balance and flow. If that left hand isn't already beside your face, place it there and unfold, reach up and exhale, right hand to the mat. Same thing on the other side, left arm. Sweep it under, fold in, give yourself a moment here to just breathe and be. Right hand in front of the face once again, lifting that left arm high, bringing the fingertips back to the mat or the hand back to the mat. Let's place the hips on the mat so the feet will go to the side, and then just find your seat. Bottoms of the feet against the earth. Might want to take hold behind the knees. Let yourself fold down. Keep the heart high. Anytime you need to, you can let that spine roll down. Beautiful. Full body stretch, legs out long, arms over the head. Stretch both sides of the body. Arms come back down by the side and bring the right knee in. Squeeze it in and roll the ankle. Take the knee to the outside edge of the body. Roll the ankle round and round. We're going to turn this into a pigeon pose here. So, easiest way to do that is just take your hands around your foot and take the foot up towards the body so that the shin is perpendicular to the belly and the knee goes out wide. So you're just sending the knee out and pulling the foot in. You should feel that right in here. And just breathe with it here for a moment. If you have another version that you like, you want to cross over, go ahead and do that. But I just think this is pretty quick and easy. Easy to get to, easy to have control over, so that you're feeling something, but not too much. Let's release that foot, send the leg up towards the sky. Bring the hands around the back of the thigh, press the sole of the foot into the ceiling, and just feel lengthening in the back of the leg, guiding thoughts back to breath. Staying in your practice, letting this still be your sanctuary, a very special time. Lots of time to think about stuff later. Just stay in that space. Bend the knees, send the leg long, bring the left leg in, squeeze in, roll the ankle, knee towards the outside edge of the body, pointing towards the armpit. This feels great. And let's switch this into that pigeon, taking the knee towards the bottom of the mat as the foot pulls up towards the face. The shin is perpendicular to the belly. Feeling that stretch. Letting the body just come home to itself, letting the body breathe itself. Take the foot up towards the sky, latch the fingers, press through the heel. You'll feel a nice lengthening all through the back of the leg. Let's bend both knees. Hands just under the kneecaps, gently rock one side to the other. Little massage for the low back. Feel how wonderful it feels to be rocked. Maybe imagine yourself in a beautiful little boat out on a lake with a gentle breeze. Just rocking. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. We'll turn this into a supine twist. So let the knees fall over to the left and then hitch the shoulders slightly to the left, bringing the heart back towards the ceiling. The left hand might come to the top of the right knee. I like my right arm in cactus, and just maybe a gentle turning of the head over to the right. And when you breathe here, you can almost isolate the right side body. Just feel yourself almost breathing into one lung. It's just an interesting perspective. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Breathe in one by one, bring the knees back up over the body, and then let them fall to the right. Adjust your shoulders, your arms, your gaze, and breathe. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Inhaling, bring the knees back up one by one. Send the legs up long for legs up. Just a simple inversion. Widen the toes. Set some space in between the toes. Now relax the toes and begin to circle the feet both directions. Point and flex the feet. Really full range of motion with the ankles. Bring the arms up over the head and do the same thing with the wrists and the fingers, and maybe make fists as well. Maybe press the fingers back towards the wrists or latch them together. Press them towards the sky, and open and close the face. All kinds of facial movements. Bring every muscle of the face. Take it down into the neck. Beautiful. And now still the body and click the backs of the wrists together and let the fingertips fall down to the earth as though they were sacred feathers. Just falling to the earth. And then bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees go wide. Sink the sides of the feet to the earth. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the right hand to the belly and the left hand to the heart. And welcome yourself home, yogis, to that home where you are at peace. You feel safe and balanced, stable, in harmony, finding joy and beauty in the simple things. Feel the heartbeat under the left hand, the rising and falling, the ebb and the flow of the gentle waves of breath. the heat from the fire within you, and underneath your fingertips, the miracle of the blood and the bone. We will come into Shavasana or anytime you're ready. The legs will go long and the feet will part at the bottom of your mat, spread wide. And the arms just fall beside the body, fingertips up or down. Down if you feel like you want more grounding. Up if that feels good to the energy that's inside of you right now. And when you come into your Shavasana, maybe you want to take a few moments to bring a bolster under the knees or a blanket over the body. Do anything you need to do to make yourself even 2% more comfortable. And when you get there, just give yourself the gift of a deep breath in through the nose and a long sigh out. Maybe you want more than one. Maybe you want to press into the back of the head and set those shoulder blades down under you. Just be here now, yogis. Soften all the muscles in the face. Let the face just melt down around the ears. Soften the body. Just let your bones fall into the bones of Mother Earth underneath you. Lay yourself in her lap. Feel yourself cradled. Let yourself dissolve into the earth. Do you need to? Oh, wait. The mic is. Where's the mic? Did that sound good? I will in a minute. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and others. May you use the gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content with yourself just the way you are. Let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each and every one of us. Notice breath in the body. Notice the body breathing. And gently invite that breath to guide you back to this time and this place, this body, this breath, body, mind, and spirit in wholeness. And this feeling of peace in the body, of peace in the mind, of sanctuary, of essence, of inner knowing. This sanctuary is infinitely portable. Live here. Take this with you. Let this be your being, your existence, your light. Share it freely. Begin to bring gentle movements to fingers and toes. Larger body movements as it becomes available, perhaps a full body stretch, bringing knees in if you like, curling up into a little ball. And then perhaps rolling over onto your side, letting your arm be a pillow for your head. A moment of reflection, of honor, commitment to well-being. Bringing back with you everything that you gathered and leaving behind anything that you realized you no longer need. When you're ready, let yourself come up to your seat, ending right where we began. Rooted into the stones below you, rising up to the stars above, nice tall spine, space in the body, the breath, the mind. Hands just resting gently on the thighs. You've landed now with legs full of earth and hair full of rain that cleansed and renewed and gave you yourself again. You're now building your world with wiser hands. Worship the storm that dropped you here. It gave you new language. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, long sigh out. Thumb knuckles to third eye center. Bowing to ourselves and to each other in love and light for all that we are. Namaste.